And like I always say, that's however you identify. It's not to hold a gender. It's how you identify. This is for masculine energy. It's just some. It's just some positive energy for the week. I hope you all can see me right, or at least the cards. All right. They're starting with the Oracles of Vision deck. What's this? They always give you all this deck, and I guess it's because they're wanting you all to be so vulnerable at this point. The messages for you all are going to stay the same as far as your ancestors saying that they're watching you come into this new self-fulfilling, like water is about feelings, it's your emotions. They're asking you to let all of that out, as large as the body of water that you've been holding inside of you. They're saying they're waiting to watch you let all of that out. Get rid of all of those fears. Not that they want you to be viewed as a baby, you know, and that's not what men don't like to be viewed like that. Actually, you all hate when women say that, oh, men just want to be baby. No, we don't. But we do want to be able to let out how we feel and know that we're being heard as well. So, I don't know. It's a lot when somebody tries to make you be something either really quick or something that you're not. So, I don't know. But they are asking men to tap into that feminine portion. So I guess that's why they always pull these Oracle of Vision cards for you all. I know you all be thinking that like something's wrong with me because I clear my throat so much during these readings. But one, it is helping me cleanse my throat chakra. And then two, I'm tapped into a lot of you all's throat chakras. So I'm just... so I can feel it. Let's just leave it at that. They're back again. I don't know why you try to do that like that, because I can't. The cards are too big. I can't see you all. I'm not taking questions. I'm just giving energy. They want to talk about releasing those emotions. Something and something. I want to say it's Saturn and Uranus are coming into like a little conjunction McGrew thingy majiggy. And that's in the that's for the next 2.5-ish weeks. So like that's like emotions running high, and that's gonna be for all around, but it's still knowing to since men are supposed to be working, the masculine energy is supposed to be working on themselves. They're saying don't let other people's emotions disturb your inner peace. Like if you notice that's a whole world of stuff, she's literally wrapped in it. That's fine. She's still peaceful. Because you have things you need to work on for you. You're already searching for your own peace. Hence the water's still there. You're already searching for your own peace. Don't get wrapped up in everything that's going on. It's going to be a lot of things running high. You thought the election was something. This is nothing. You thought you let go of friends. You're about to keep letting them go. Things are going to be coming out and things are still going to be said. These are truth moments, people. The masculine energy, y'all know me. I'm not trying to be racist, but like my messages are mainly for black and brown people. So you're being asked to just, that's the focus. They want to distract you with everything else. You're the focus. Stay focused. Keep the peace. Yours, not everybody else's. Now it's not the time to keep doing for the greater good of everybody else. Somebody else is doing that. Are you keeping these? Okay. All of these. I don't know what these two are, but I did see this one. This is the hourglass, but it was in reverse, and they were saying time is like literally up. You need to make some hardcore decisions right now. Sorry. Yeah. If this was the regular tarot, this would be like the three of wands, like your ships are coming in, and like you still haven't gone through all the snakes that you got. You're still battling some demons, and like you've got all these manifestations coming in, like you're running out of time on to know exactly what you're handling. Because one, you need to keep this inner peace. Two, if you haven't found it, you really need to find it, because like I keep trying to tell you all, the world is changing, and you all are going to be fighting against the world that has literally trying to accept you with open arms now. So don't, I don't know. I'm not exact. I don't know. They're saying don't, I don't know. I guess take it for granted. I don't know. It's happening, so I don't know what what that means. I really wish I knew how to like cough up stuff. Like when you gotta keep clearing your throat. Never learned how to do that. It's not as easy as it looks. So yeah. Just keep clearing my throat. I feel like Alfred. Not, what's his name? Manly, should have been calling Alfred Manly from Bats when he kept clearing his throat, and she was like, "You need some throat lozenges or something." That's how I feel when I go live with y'all, because I spend the whole time like clearing my throat. Forget whoever just laughed at me. You know, it's what she said. And it really just be y'all throat chakra. Mine too, getting over my fear of like talking to folks and then the internet and live and like this whole thing. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm very to myself. Back to the reading, sorry you all. This feminine energy that the masculines are being asked to tap into. If you see, it's the tree of life on her back. For me, the message that I'm getting from this is like she's representing Mother Earth. So that's full on compassion. If you look at those fairy tales or whatever, I forgot which one it is. One of them little fairy tales, but like that's how she is. She sees everybody. She feeds to the freaking forest. She gives to the homeless. She's the highest up, but she notices the smallest of the small, and that's what they're asking you all to pay attention to, your roots. Now it's the time to say, like, this is what scares me, and this is what I'm not willing to be scared of these things anymore. I want to let this stuff go. I'm trying to be strong in these areas, and I know this is supposed to be positive, and this is. I can't get more positive than asking you all to let go of your fears. Because then you would be dealing with an old mindset in a whole new world, and it doesn't work. It's like logging in and you're like, my phone doesn't work. It's because your system has updated and you're trying to do this and it won't. So it's like literally how your life will be operating. So you would keep fighting people, and they would keep saying, why. It was like you'll be a bully to somebody who was saying, oh, we're giving out laptops or whatever, and everybody is getting one, right? But except when they get to you, you snatching. It's like, yeah, I knew you was going to give me one. And it's like, nah, bro, like everybody's getting them. Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, y'all ain't never trying to give nobody. And it's like, yeah, no, everybody's getting them. Like, you're on a different mindset, and everybody's got it but you. Like that. You're coming to be a bully where there's nothing but acceptance. So, you might want to be looking for that piece. If you haven't found it yet. There's magic in it. Yeah. Don't do that. There's magic in that piece. There's magic in finding the feminine in yourself and coddling the little boy. Like, be the same way that I ask women to be the man that they want a man to come in and be those things for yourself. You don't have to know how to fix a car, but know some basics. Know when it needs oil, one. Possibly know how to change a tire, at least replenish your fluids. You should be knowing like basic things to your car, basic things for your home. You should need somebody to keep coming in and like doing little things. You should have a tool set. You should be that portion of yourself that you want somebody else to do. Because when you meet a dude and you be like, girl, he ain't never had a toolbox in his life. Bitch, neither have you. Fuck. Come on. Fuck is you on? So, because somebody told you have to have it, like now, like I said, now's the time to start letting that go. Like, dude, I'm gonna do that. I ain't never fuck with a set of tubes. Cool. Most of these chicks ain't either. So don't look at you less than if you're not gonna look at her less than, because the same way you got a car, she got one. She got a cabinet little drawer that's broke. That bitch don't know what screwdriver to pull out to fix that shit either. She don't know how to line that thing up and get it back up. She can't do that shit either. You like, damn, I gotta put the kid in my kid's bed frame. Let me call my uncle. She gotta call her daddy too. So the same way I ask them to be looking for the man that they are looking for, I'm asking you all to be looking for the women that you're looking for. Be that loving towards yourself. The same way that you would want her to build you up and say that your haircut looks nice, or that this was awesome, or that you did a good job on that. Say those things and be those things to yourself. The same way you would want her to maintain a household, get the laundry done when it's building up, the dishes, make sure that shit is just wiped down every now and again, doing a deep clean, like those kind of things. Be those things in your own home. Because once she sees how you maintain your home, she will be nothing less than in it. That's the part. That's the balance. That's balancing the masculine and feminine. That's the piece. So I don't just get on here and tell girls how to know. Because the men need to hear that too. You need to be the woman that you want somebody to be for you. If you can't do those things, and you be like, this bitch can't cook, neither can you. You eat out. You at your mama's house, your auntie house, you and your boys be coming together on, everybody went in on some wings. Like, yeah, my G, that's you too. You got 4 basic dishes that you can cook. So does she. So you can't be mad like, ain't nobody never taught you how to cook. You ain't never learned. You didn't never learn. You asking her to do something that you can't do for yourself. You should never be asking for that. Never ask somebody to encourage you more than you encouraging yourself. It's fucking selfish. I would say that 1,000,000 times over. That shit is fucking selfish. I gotta want my dream and get it, and then want your dream and get your dream too. Fuck is you on, nigga? I got 3 kids. Where we at? What is we doing? So the same way that you say she's not very motherly or very nurturing to my kids, look at how you treat yours. It's like she ain't got a nurturing bone in her body. And I'm not saying that's for every man. For every man, I'm sorry. But some of y'all, yes. Some of y'all are a little rough when you need to be a little more loving. So if you wonder why she's a little more tough when she needs to be a little more loving, she's mimicking how you treat them. A lot of times in relationships, after you've been together so long, you start to take on that other person's energy, whoever's the more dominant. So if they're always in a nasty, sulky, whatever energy, that's how they treat everything and everybody around you. Like, damn, I don't know what happened to her. They changed. Yeah, they took on old dude's vibration, or he took on old girl's nasty attitude. Every time you say something to him, you just gotta shoot it down. Yeah, he act like his girlfriend, or his fiance, or his wife, or whoever, whatever. A lot of the times, whoever you're hanging with, you tend to gravitate towards that energy, and you keep it whether you notice it or not. So don't ask somebody to be something you can't be. It's not fair. It's magic in finding that shit for yourself, though. It's a very beautiful thing to find that shit for yourself. I had to learn to be feminine. Like, I wasn't always this balanced. Like, at all. My thing was more hands-on. I'm learning to be the girly side. That shit is hard. I don't know how y'all do that shit every day. So, men, if you be like, I want you to do X, Y, Z, make sure you keep yourself up. If you have locks, make sure you always keep them twisted. Make sure everything is always lined up. Make sure that you never, if you're not a dude that likes your chicken sweatpants and all this kind of stuff, make sure you're not stepping out bummy and this and that. Because then when you're looking at her like, why you come out like that? Because you do it. It's just sweatpants and a t-shirt. Like, it's not that big deal. Well, I like my girl to look well. I like my dude too. So if you're not planning on being on point, don't expect somebody else to do that shit. It's not everybody has an off day. It's that everybody be chilling. Most folks don't throw on clothes unless they have, well, I'm weird and I put on clothes almost every single day. But most folks don't throw on clothes unless they have to. So if you're not, then don't. But I promise it's magic in finding it for yourself. It's a peaceful thing too. So that way you don't feel lonely. It's like, man, I wish I had somebody here to like kind of cook with, or, cook for me, or clean for me, or to lay with, or whatever, or something of the such. But it's magic in being able to entertain and caress and give those things to yourself. I'm not talking about masturbation before anybody says, am I talking about self-pleasure? No, I am not. I'm talking about those alone moments that you have with yourself, knowing how to take them in and what to do with them. Whether it is actually rest of the body or just the mind. Whether it's catching up on some things, Whether it's saying, you know what, I'm happy I had this a long time because I needed to go ahead and get this laundry done. I was going to go ahead and rearrange some things, like those things. It's learning what to do with that a long time instead of trying to give it to just some random person just to feel good at that moment. It's those. It's knowing how to give that to yourself, because then you wonder why girls be out here doing that. It's because they're just looking for affection, but for y'all it comes with sex. And there's a difference between the two, and then most girls, not that they feel obligated, but they just don't know how to say, I literally just wanted to lay on your chest. I genuinely didn't want the sex. Though she's not going to stop it, 9 times out of 10, it's not what she wanted. Dudes need to learn how to read between the lines. I have a hard time doing it. Like, seeing from what's, like, y'all come off like you're all finessed and all balanced, and it's like, you know, you say nice things, and it's like, yeah, I'm poised, and I got this, or whatever, but, like, really, at the top, you see this clown-ass head, he got up at the top, what you're thinking is a bunch of bullshit. And then it shows, because from what you be saying to what you be really doing, the shit just don't be adding up. The faces never match. You be saying you're not like everybody else, like this person is swimming with the rest of the flock. You be saying you're not like everybody else, but you really do be. You be showing a bunch of different faces just like everybody else, saying you're one thing and being a completely different something else. That's how you come off when you're not balanced within yourself. So with all these emotions running high for the next 2 or 3 weeks, remember that your challenge is to be you, or at least keep finding it. When you are trying to spend time with somebody, actually try to spend time with them. Let your thoughts go. Let the flesh go. If you're going to feel something, let it be about some shit that they said, not about how they look. That's for single folks. I didn't even notice this card flip. Yeah, they're saying think different. I told you I was just jamming at Wale. Move different, left to right, side to side. Do you? Hey, left. Y'all gotta listen. It's a vibe. But y'all know I love Wale anyway. But look, it's just moving different. It's brainstorming a new you. Which one looks like peace? That's for singles. Let's see. Coupled, masculine energy. I'm gonna use a different deck. Oh, you don't. Okay. You all are moving different too. Couples, masculine energy are moving different in a sense of trying to, I wouldn't necessarily say like rekindle or relight, even though it's like, they're just kind of coming up with new ways to be, I don't know, it's almost like you're dating again. Instead, like, especially for married couples, you don't want to, not that you don't want to feel married, you still want to be married, but you still want that everything is still fresh and new. So, like, that's what you all are moving to, fresh and new, trying brand new things, whether it be diets, whether it be new hobbies, you're trying, I don't know, skating or, different types of games for game night. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm getting a really, oh. Ooh. I'm sorry. That really hurts. I'm sorry. What did I say? I said diets. Even if you are choosing to like venture out with your movie collection, with your just trying new things. You're going on walks. You're exercising together. You're doing different types of yoga, or even incorporating the kids with things like you're learning how to be back together. Like back when you first met each other, when you were inseparable, you're learning how to incorporate each other in each other's lives again, and that's really cool. You're finding ways to do that. That's beautiful. I'm happy for you all. Finding ways to become balanced with your person again, because when you married them, as opposed to 5 years, 10 years, even 2 to 3 years sometimes later, everything has changed. You know, everything is new, and sometimes you're so stuck in the old mindset that you're not moving with the new, you know. Left to right, side to side, do you see? Like that. You gotta move different. So that's what y'all doing. People's moving different. I'm sorry if this looks absolutely terrible with me sitting like this. I didn't think about the fact that I had on my shoes or these jeans. Jeans is not the best thing in life to try to sit in. They're not jeans, they're slacks or what have you. A lot of married men are actually noticing the fact that their feminines like keep doing new things to themselves, whether it be hair, clothes, all that kind of stuff. I know you all been seeing a bunch of posts like the girl do something different and he gets in the car and she's like, I'm just gonna see how he reacted and did this. I'm gonna see what he think I didn't come at her or whatever. And they be like, oh damn bitch, I didn't know you was gonna show out like that. Like you said you was gonna get your hair done. I thought you was gonna come back with the same old. You done flipped it up like, hold on, this is new you. I can dig this. I can fool with that. Like they're taking notice into the fact that you're changing things, whether it's weight loss, whether it's you're changing your hair, you're changing your style, you're changing your diet. Like, hey, I noticed that you've been really keeping to your, like they're noticing every little thing that you are doing. Like I said, noticing a way to come back to being blended with you. They're birthing new ways to make sure that I don't know, that you all are holding on to whatever it is that you either felt like you had or have. That's beautiful. Yeah, he's trying to make sure that you're not saying that you're just the lonely girl still. Because that's what they all hear, right? It's like, we don't even do everything this by myself. Every time I want to do something. So they're making sure that you're not feeling like that anymore. So please accept and appreciate that. For those of you all who are in relationships longer than the last 6 months, like 6 months and up, I hope you all are taking note and being very appreciative of the fact that these men are taking note of the fact that you are changing things. Because if they wasn't, you'd be sad. So don't just brush it off with a boy, you silly, or whatever. Like, still be cute about it or whatever, but still take note at the fact and keep that in your mental Rolodex before you choose to get mad about the next thing. Notice that he's been noticing everything else. Everybody's not going to be on point at all times. Check that shit. And check that shit real quick. Sorry. I don't know who was talking just then, but they meant that. But please be taking note of that, y'all. Because it crushes their pride when you don't. It's like most men sees every woman as a Gemini. You know what I mean? You got two sides. And so technically their entire relationship is a menage. You know what I mean? And so since he's always outnumbered, he's got to humble himself and bow down to the fact that there's technically two of you. Sometimes more. Like, fuck, y'all crazy. We can be. You know what I'm saying? We're working on it. So, like, that's a Wale song too. It's called Gemini. But, like, literally it's the chorus. It's one queen, two sides, one me, woo-sa. Like, she's a whole vibe, but it's, you just gotta kind of humble yourself because it's two of her and one of you, so you just pull back. So please note that they're doing that. Please noticing that he's taking notice of your different sides. The side of you that wants to chase the career, the side of you that still wants to have fun with her friend, the side of you that still wants to make all these personal transformations that you're saying you're changing. They're taking note of that. So please don't act like you don't care. That's a dagger to their pride. Because they're going out of their way to notice. Because they literally could have walked past you like you swear that they've been doing. Okay? If they're not making you feel like that, don't put yourself in that box. It's just not worth it anyways. Plus, that bitch look lonely as hell. Look. I'm just saying. Whoever just said she be speaking some real shit. They just wanted to reiterate just that, like, they're trying to get with the fact that, like I said, technically it's two of you. But see this balance right here in the middle where they're technically both seeing the same thing out of that one. That's what they're trying to come into. And men are really, really trying to build this. They see the things that you all are posting and talking about as far as, like, spirituality goes, alignment, balance, all those kinds of things. So don't think that they're not looking as if they're not trying to see that clear vision with you too. They just understand that it's two. Okay? It's about being the same, or it's about being individually together. And I think women need to understand that, because they like to think that when you're together, and women are possessive. Like, I know, like, men would like to think, or women would like to think that men are, but women are. They're possessive with their friends, with their belongings, with their, a lot of things. It's like, don't touch my stuff. Or that's mine. Or she's my friend, honey. Or that was my connection. Or that was my hookup. No, bitch, it was just a hookup. We all came cool. Now your hookup is my hookup, and now it's like, that's what it is. You don't own anything. And so women can be like that. So being together with somebody is being individually together. It's being able to have my view and you have yours, but we still have the same one at the end of the day. We find a way to come together on that one at the end of the day. That's how that works. It's not everything is just the same. No, we don't think the same. We're individual fucking people. Y'all want to be, we just one thought. No. Now you might want to be able to like be in sync to where it's like, I kind of know what he's gonna kind of be thinking or something of the such, or maybe even telepathic communication, which is what a lot of you all will be getting when you all join your union. Be like, damn, it's like you can hear me thinking, yeah, you know that I can. So like those things, you can share those things, but y'all still individual as people. Women need to know that. Don't be as possessive. That shit is scary. Y'all have a nigga running for the hills talking about, it's one thing to say mine. It's another thing to, I don't know, bitches be out here like Joe, acting like they all about peace, but really be the fucking devil. You see how crazy he is? Like you, I'm talking about you from the Netflix, Joe. Like that's how y'all be out here, like that type of possessive, acting like y'all full of peace. He show up all tranquil, hey, all helpful and all that shit. Whole time, nigga is the devil. This nigga was killing people left and right. Boy, bitch, he knew for 30 seconds. And that's how y'all girls be. Y'all go ape shit over somebody that you just met, and then you get mad when they not what the fuck you thought they was gonna be. I don't know. But sorry. That was a message for somebody else. Whoever just was saying about that, agreeing what I was talking about. But yeah. Anyway, back to couples. Couples, men, are learning to this. See, again. But the funny thing about it is that the people that you all had and or have as friends, they're not like, it's like you're moving even away from that. Men who are in relationships, like all these friends that y'all been having over these past few years is weird. It's like you're either gravitating away from them and making new ones, or like, you're not hanging nowhere near as much. It's like you're learning yourself. It's like, yeah, I used to do that because me and Terry been doing that for, every Friday since for forever. But like, I don't, I've been hanging out with, I don't know, Jonathan from so-and-so, and it's been the best. So like, we doing something different. Like they're stepping out and like finding individuation outside of their wives, because most husbands just do what their wives tell them to do. They go where they tell them to go and be who they tell them to be. But they're stepping outside of that, of those things. The same old friends and the same old things. Whatever she say is go. They're finding their magic, which is cool. Coupled men, that's cool. I like that. Okay. I'm not keeping any of these cards because you just threw them all in my face. I don't think that women notice that because you feel like he never wants to do anything and you're always going somewhere, that he doesn't feel like he's by himself too. Like, it sucks waiting on you to get back from hanging out at Jennifer's or Isha's or whoever's. Like, it sucks waiting on you to get back. Dead ass. They sit there by themselves. If y'all think that all he wanted to do is play the game, now all he might have wanted to do was chill and have you sit your stupid ass down. But you don't want to listen to that because you think you're missing something. Women who have been in relationships for X amount of time, they keep thinking that they were missing something. They went through a phase of like wanting to keep doing. It's like, why don't you just settle? It's like, why do you keep trying to sit down? It's not that I'm trying to sit down, Couple men aren't trying to sit down. They're trying to sit down with you. Like right now, you're changing all these things about yourself, and that shit is cool. Some of these men are trying to sit with y'all. It's like you're changing stuff, and that's cool. And it's like, oh, I'm trying to get my, and that's cool. We're gonna have a girls' night. That's cool. Girls' night can't be every weekend. We don't want to sit by ourselves either. The same way you don't want to be this person, we don't want to be this person waiting on you. And y'all like keep talking to y'all friends. Oh, yeah, I ain't by myself. I ain't ready. All right, I'm manifesting you guys. Bitch, I'm sitting waiting on you too. Because you want to keep hanging out. What? Some of y'all make yourself feel like y'all lonely. Some of y'all choose y'all's friends over y'all spouses and don't even realize it. Just because you're not into what they're into don't mean that they don't want to spend time. Sometimes there is real peace in sitting with, I know this sounds crazy, but I know this sounds crazy, but I find I've not played a video game since Nintendo 64. However, I do find real peace in like, I was with a guy where he was just playing the game and we were in his room like this. And it's set up basically like this, and my back was against the what's his face, but I just kind of had him laid back on me. Now the whole time he's playing the game, I did ask a couple questions. I kind of hugged on him a little bit. I played mainly I asked him questions. I don't even think I checked my phone. Most of the time when I'm with folks, I never check my phone. I never even have it nowhere near me because I know where my kids are and that they're safe. So that's when I'm with somebody, I'm never trying to do 100 million bells and whistles. That's never me. If you got me, I'm with you. I don't like video games. I actually hate them. They hurt my eyes a little bit. But I sat there for probably about 2 hours and I asked him questions about the game. And then sometimes I just sat quiet. And then when somebody said or did something, it's a lot of stuff that comes out in those games. They really be funny. Yeah, you never know what you might hear. Like what comes in, like what you can hear from people. Not just that, just in the narration of the game too, it'd be funny. But he was playing some weird game. Oh, yep, it looked just like this. Okay, so the lady was some like warrior or whatever. It was like a Vikings time or something, and they was on this ship. This shit looked just like this. This was cute. Thank you for doing that. But like I was asking all these questions because they kept going to all of these towns and wrecking all of these. Your eye burn.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Zaire's eyes burning. Well, what happened to you? You needed some water for your eye.
No.
You got water in your eye?
No.
Well, what happened to it?
And the water. Yeah.
Oh, it was sky spot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry he has no clothes on, y'all. I know people hate that. I told y'all my son doesn't believe in clothes if he's not going anywhere. So he'll say, where am I going? But anyway, that was what the game was like. I don't know what it was called. I can't remember it. It's not my job to remember. I'm not going to play that. If you're going to be in front of the camera, you need to at least put a shirt on. Or some pants. You got a shirt over there. But I sat and I did ask questions. Okay, you loud, bruh. You can leave because we wasn't on none of that before you walked up in here. We wasn't. We was calm. I appreciate you though. Hey. Sky, you and your brother can leave. He said you poked him in the eye.
I didn't even touch him. I told him I wanted to play his game for him.
Why do y'all smell like sunflower seeds?
And that's for flowers.
Your room smells like sunflower seeds.
It didn't. Who is this thing? This is for y'all. Okay, anyway.
Nuts.
I have no idea what I'm talking about at this point anymore. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to listen to them because I'm trying to tune these damn kids out. Can you give me that? Because I have no idea what you're doing. See if he stopped my video. You can have it. Let me turn the...
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Still says that there's one person on here. And people was on here.
I have no clue what I'm even supposed to be saying with this. You all are a distraction. Can you please go?
And I was trying to make sure that he...
Okay, well, it's on. Can y'all go? Can you go? You got it. Can you go? Bye. You have it in your hand. Thank you for all your service. Shut the door. Godly. Sorry. I don't know why some feminine energy is saying stop thinking that every single time you do something that is going to lead to sex, but that's what these cards mean. It doesn't. Sex is not a form of payment. So if you don't want it to be a form of punishment, don't allow it to be a form of payment either. Okay, then? So if you say every time something goes wrong, the first thing you want to do is take away sex. If you don't want it to be a form of punishment, don't let it be a form of payment. It works both ways. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to say some kind things to you all, and then I'm going to get off of here. I'm sorry about the kids and the distraction, but y'all know I got children, so that's just how this works. Mm-hmm. Men, remember, you're working on your throat chakra, so whether you're writing it down or actually speaking it, you need to be saying exactly how you feel to somebody. Black men, if you have sons, I encourage, and they're old enough to like talk. I'm not talking about go try to really confide in a 5-year-old who really doesn't understand the ways of the world. But if you have a kid that is 15, 17 and up, I would advise you all to have a conversation with them. Release some of those fears together. So that way you know that you're doing it and you're helping him do it too. That'd be a beautiful thing. Solar plexus chakra. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what we contribute as a whole. Like I said, in these coupled relationships, you're finding your individuation, but still remaining together. And then, I mean, hell, if you're single, you're finding your individuation. Period. That's what we're saying. We're letting go of those old fears and then knowing what we're standing on, because we're walking into brand new lives, brand new cycles, brand new visions, brand new people, brand new leaders, brand new everything. So you have to know who you are and how you fit in. That way you know your contribution to the world. Lord, yeah. Miracles happen every single day, and I know y'all don't believe that, and I did not either, okay? Like, okay, y'all still going with the whole deck. I don't want to do that. So it's like miracles do happen every single day, right? If you can speak it and you can think it, I swear to God, it'll be powerful enough to come together. Like, I don't know. I didn't realize that until what happened to me happened to me, and I didn't understand that leaving behind what I was leaving behind, that my job was to bring love to the world, like as the earth as a whole. I didn't understand that. I thought that my willpower and my gift to the world was not this. Thought it had nothing to do with this, and that I was absolutely crazy. And that miracles like this, being able to hear dead people talking, or to be able to hear your thoughts when you're standing across from me and smiling, nodding, even though I know that every word coming out of your mouth is a lie, it is a miracle. That wasn't something that I had before. That was something that I wish I had before. But it's something that I can actually hear and feel and see and do now. And it's extremely empowering. Not because I can hear you all's thoughts, because I choose not to tap into you all's energy. It's because what I choose to do with it, which is open up you all's hearts to bring love to it. That's what I do. See me? I bring compassion. That's me. That's what I show. That's what I give. That's all that I am. I show you how to love on yourself so that you can actually find somebody to love you just like the way you're supposed to be loved. Not just these people that we've been getting. Not just the shits that been blowing up in our face. Not saying disrespectful things to the people that we told that we would spend our forevers with. It's learning how to have a heart and have that compassion. That's what I do. And I know that most of my family would say that looking back on it, if they were to ever really look back and think on it, that was all I was ever bringing. I brought truth, and people don't fucking like that. This throat chakra right here, they'll shut you down. People will shut your willpower down and have you thinking that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when you bring truth to the situation. Truth silences the room, and then anger fills it. Don't ever forget that. So speak your truth and get your manifestations because they're awesome. Even if it's just saying, making sure that you're growing old with the same person. The integration card, making sure that you're growing old with the same person. My dream is to have a wraparound porch. I don't care. My house has to be blue, and I will have a wraparound porch. And I literally mean around the whole freaking house. And it needs to be spacious enough so that people can actually sit, like the Nun Leah house. Like the porch that sits up there. But I want it wrapped around my entire house where you can set tables if you want to, or benches or whatever. But it needs to be able to wrap around the whole house. But anyhow, to be able to spend that with those people. Even if it's just bringing someone in or keeping the person that you already have. That's it. Remember, it is always okay to love more than one person as long as one of them is you.